We are live once again. What's happening, y'all? This is the Creatia Conversation, the number one news source for all that nerdish on Pornhub. I am your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined today once again by my co-host Mara the Shark Watkins.
It's me.
What's happening, Mara? How you doing today?
I'm here. I'm good. It's my best friend's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, best friend.
Tommy.
Shout out to Tommy on the birthday. Happy birthday, Tommy. How old is she today? Do you know? You're going to throw it out there? You're going to keep it secret? Okay, don't do it. It's fine.
Yeah,
if you got to think about it, don't do it. Don't do it.
It's the math that be killing me. I just know that I'm older by like a couple years.
Oh, okay. It's just you didn't really know the number, not that you don't want it shown. Okay, I got you. I got you.
Luna asked me this morning, and I was just like, it might be these two.
Maybe if you sing it to her, then you'll get the answer.
It's just basic math.
Like in the birthday song, you got to go to "How old are you" part of the song, and then you'll get an answer. That's how the song works. Because then they sing it back how old they are.
I'll make sure to let her know that.
There we go. I found a solution for her.
You did.
Mm-hmm. Tell her, Uncle Travis, look out for her. It's kind of what I do. But other than that, what you been up to? What you been watching? What you been playing? We haven't talked in a while.
I've been so this week. Now that I caught up on The Crown. If you watched last week, you saw me say that I finished The Crown. This week I've been watching My Hero Academia because I'm severely behind on that.
Where are you at in that?
Season 2.
What's happening? I don't know. I don't remember.
So they just finished like the tournament thing between like the different classes, and
okay.
Now they're with their internships with their mentor heroes.
Okay, so he is
Midoriya is with
Gran Torino, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Right now, the episode I left off at, they were going into Tokyo to look for some hooliganry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, he was out there riff-raffing.
Yeah. So that has been that. And honestly, the one takeaway I keep getting from the show is
I'm not sure what Amandi's referring to here, but you know,
it's special edition.
I don't know. Not sure.
I wish I could tell.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. What were you saying? I'm sure she'll figure it out.
I was cracking it up because I was saying that like literally Bakugo gets upset anytime anyone reminds him that him and Deku were friends as kids. Birthday song.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's not my special edition. That's just kind of how the song goes.
But clearly, it's you are one of the few people who are still keeping that version going.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yep. But yeah, I be cracking up anytime someone reminds him of that. Like he's an angry person.
About to say he gets angry anytime somebody sneezes. So it's just like, how dare you sneeze?
He said, I already said bless you 3 times.
And somehow that's also Deku's fault. Like it's just kind of how that's how Bakugo is. It's just kind of what happens.
He said someone sneezing 1,000 times after I said bless you. It's definitely his fault.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, anything else?
As for 911 Lone Star came back a couple weeks ago, so me and Logan have been watching that. And that's interesting. You know, it's like it's the Texas location of 911, that the other Fox show with Vivica. So they're good shows. They keep the drama going.
Mm-hmm.
I might actually enjoy them more than I enjoy SVU sometimes, which you know is right. Very hard to say for me.
For you, yeah, definitely.
For me, yeah, that's a hard one because you know SVU be my comfort show.
I do
As
know. I
comfortable as
do
that
know.
does make other people when I say that.
Yeah, yeah. You calling that comfort is could be a little unsettling, but yeah, yeah.
But playing, haven't been playing a lot of stuff uh lately. Yeah, see, more than SV, it's because like they get the antics that happen on 911, like the big emergency that happens. I'm just like, could you really, what would you do in this scenario? Like, they've had so many things. They've had like a tsunami, they had magma popping up out of the ground. Like, it's a lot
Liquid
that
hot
be happening on
magma.
these shows.
Mm,
So
okay.
it'd be a lot. I think this is season 5, I believe, of Lone Star that just started.
Hmm.
I want to say because I think 911 is one ahead.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think
been
they're
out
on
that
6.
long. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I found them while we were on lockdown, and I think come lockdown, I think they were maybe 2 seasons in, or maybe or maybe I think the second season was releasing while we were on lockdown. But like once I started it, the drama just kept coming up.
Hmm.
Yes. Even the new Law and Order is actually that's back is actually kind of like, oh my gosh. But like yes, you need to watch 911. It is binge worthy. And then when you catch up on that, then start Lone Star. I think they have one crossover. I just don't remember when it happens.
I'll
Like
have to check that.
where in their seasons it happens. But yeah, watch it. We can talk about it.
I'm sure she'd be down for that. You were getting into what you've been playing, so you haven't really been playing much.
Haven't been playing much. Everyone keeps asking me what if I'm gonna get Hogwarts Legacy because all of my friends know I'm a Harry Potter nerd. And I will. I just haven't decided what I will get it for, and so that depends on when I'll get it. So, but like as I pointed out to one of my coworkers, I already know that I'm probably gonna come out this game probably $130 trying to get it on both.
On both.
Switch and PS4 because I know I know Luna is gonna want to play,
Hmm.
but we'll see. I
So
have her
you're
out.
gonna be waiting.
Yeah, I'm gonna be waiting.
Hmm.
I mean, either way, I gotta wait. It's either I gotta wait for a PlayStation 5 and then get the game, or I gotta wait for it to come on PS4 or Switch. Neither one I gotta wait for. So
Well, I mean, PS4, you at least get it in April.
this is true. Well, we'll see. I got Luna outside now playing Lego Movie uh game on my PlayStation while we're doing this. So
Hmm.
we'll see how she adjusts to that, and then maybe I'll decide which one I'll do it on.
I feel you. Okay. Okay.
But nothing playing right now. Sims is kind of lackluster until this Infants update comes out. So
Okay. Okay. Well, I haven't really started watching anything new. Um, South Park did just come back, but I haven't watched that episode yet. I'll probably
okay.
watch it after we're done here. Um, as far as playing, there's some mobile games I got my hands on that I haven't gotten a chance to check out yet. Like
Like what? So I can download them right now.
well, there's one I don't know if you'd be interested or not. It's called Tacticus.
Nope.
Um, it's um it's based on Warhammer 40K. Like it's one of those things. Like it's one of those weird back of the mind old like nerd shit that I used to do all the time, like way back when. It's a tabletop game, and like I haven't played it probably since like 2010, but the actual tabletop game itself. But the this mobile game is based on that property for that game. So I'm like, oh, I didn't know this existed. Okay, let me try this. I haven't tried it yet, but it's there. There's other things that I'll probably want to check out. There's some demos that Nintendo let us know about that we can talk about in a bit that I do plan on checking out. So
Hmm.
yeah,
I mean, I
but
also
that's
still play Cook and Dash on my phone. So
yeah.
Chokehold.
But yeah, I mean, speaking of Nintendo, we can go ahead and get into that right now. We can move on into newsy time.
Newsy time.
Newsy time.
One of these days, I'm gonna get one of those edits where it's like when I say newsy time, it just zooms in on me saying it.
You can literally just make a video of that happening, and we can just throw it in
Transition
there.
into it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not hard to do at all. If I knew you wanted to do that, you could have just said something to me to make that happen.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I tend to be a closed mouth that doesn't feed, that doesn't get fed. So,
We'll open it up and we'll put something in it.
aha ha.
But anyway, Nintendo Direct happened yesterday,
It
and we
did.
got some stuff. I mean, they've been telling us about some things, and we've been waiting on the things for them to tell us about some things. Let's talk about the things.
Let's do that. So
Big thing.
I watched it.
So the big thing coming out of it is, they confirmed the release date of Zelda, May 12th, 2023. We already knew it was
Tears of
supposed
the
to be.
Kingdom.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we already knew it was supposed to be coming in on May 12th. Um, we already knew it was coming in May. I don't remember if we knew May 12th or not, but we did know it was coming in May. And they confirmed, yeah, May 12th, that's the release date. It's not getting delayed or anything, so that's cool for those of you out there
Woo.
who are Zelda people. I am not a Zelda person. It's another one of those things that, like, on paper, Travis should fucking love this. Like, I don't know why. It just doesn't vibe with me. Just kind of like the way Harry Potter and Star Wars are for me. It's just like on paper, I should fucking love this, but it's just it don't hit for me like it does everybody else. But I'm still giving Hogwarts Legacy a shot, and I still will be streaming that after our show tomorrow. So y'all be prepared for that.
Bop, bop. Can't
Yeah.
wait.
You hanging out for that one too or no?
I'll probably hang out for that for a little bit.
Okay, cool. But they did that, and it is going to be $69.99. So yeah, that price hike that they were, that was found out about early that got taken down. It's been confirmed. Yeah, it is $70, and a lot of people are not happy about that. Which I can understand why in the middle of the console generation you up pricing your games is kind of fucked up. But it's on a game that I don't give a shit about. So it's almost to me like, I don't care, but I understand
right.
why people care.
That's not going to affect me at all.
Exactly. Like I understand why people care. I just don't. Yeah.
What was it? IGN was talking about like is this possibly like they were talking about they mentioned like the price hike in the game, and it was like a strong Nintendo Direct also showed why the end is in sight for the Switch. And I was just like, what? I just got this.
Well, you got to think like it has been out for 6 years. So it's just like console generations usually last maybe 7 or 8. So
I mean, could they I need to be able to trade in something. And I'm running out of shit to sell.
I hear you. I mean, it tracks. It's just like that's kind of about the time that these things start coming up. We'll probably get another full year, this year of no mention, and then next year there'll start be rumors coming out like, yeah, this is coming. They're working on this and that, and then the year after that, like, boom, here it is.
They were saying that like coming off of a year marred by releases with notable technical problems and the long rumored Switch Pro failing to materialize, the calls for a next gen Switch have become difficult to ignore.
Yeah, I'm thinking though what they'll happen though is next year we'll probably get some kind of Switch Pro kind of thing. I know it was supposed to have happened a while ago, but it hasn't. But I still think what they're gonna do is do like kind of like what Game Boy to Game Boy Color was. Upgrade of what's already there, not really a whole new thing. Or like the
or Game Boy Color to Game Boy Advance.
Well, that was a different system though. The Advance had different. Yeah, it was like the cartridges were different and everything. Yeah, it was a whole different.
Thing. Yeah, true. Or even better, the Game Boy Advance to the Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah, like that. That's
because that was an upgrade. I remember that
Yes.
upgrade. When they
Yes.
said the backlight was coming, I
Yeah.
was like, playing games in the backseat of the car will never be the same.
Yeah. You don't have to like underneath the cover with the little light thing, or get the attached light on the
Yeah.
top to put it.
Oh nah, I was one of those kids that like when I was sitting in the back seat and my grandmother was driving us home somewhere or driving us anywhere and it was dark, I was like by the window of the door waiting for the street
Street
lights
light so you can see.
to glow up the screen. And I'd be like, come on, Wario, we gotta get over here.
Oh man.
But speaking of Game Boy with
Yeah.
Nintendo Direct,
Yeah. So,
um,
yeah, Nintendo Switch Online. Go ahead.
we are getting Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games
We
to the
are.
Switch.
Yeah. For our Nintendo Switch Online, which is a pretty good deal. For the regular Nintendo Switch Online, you're getting the Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. Game Boy Advance games are going to be on the Nintendo Online Switch Online Plus thing
Mm-hmm.
expansion pack. That's what it's called.
Yes.
So yeah, that's cool. There's a very glaring omission from these games though, and that's Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow not being there. Because when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the Game Boy, like there are some
Pokemon is what carried those things.
is the definitive game. Well, it's one of the
Most,
definitive games.
yeah,
It's like because what
besides
really
Mario.
launched it was Tetris. Tetris was the one that they absolutely had to have. If they didn't have Tetris, there was going to be a problem. Like Tetris, Mario Land, those two had to be there. Cool, but a glaring omission is the Pokemon games because what the fuck?
Because because anytime I didn't have the first Game Boy. My first one was the color purple see-through one. So like I understand Tetris. It was like was the first one, but it's like whenever I think of anyone who had a Game Boy,
they had Pokemon.
They always had Pokemon was the one.
Yeah.
So
yeah, when it came to that time, by that time Pokemon was it. That was what you played on the Game Boy. Like if I saw somebody with a Game Boy and they were playing something other than Pokemon around that time, I was confused.
Like, what is you doing?
Like at the school I went to for elementary school, it was Christian school, and they were like very anti Pokemon there because they were like demons and powers and blah 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 blah. Yeah, whatever, nigga. Somebody had a Game Boy one day. I'm like, how'd you get away with having that here? And he was like, what do you mean? I'm like, they said we can't have Pokemon. He was like, I'm not playing Pokemon. I'm like, really? Why do you have this?
Right?
It was very confusing to me.
What is you doing right now?
Yeah. But yeah, having those Game Boy games on there is pretty exciting.
So right now, the games that are going to be included at launch will be Tetris, Super Mario Land 2, The 6 Golden Coins, Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening DX, Gargoyle's Quest, Game & Watch Gallery 3, Alone in the
Dark.
Okay. Something, I guess, however, there's a typo on this screen.
Must be. Like, yeah, because it's Alone in the Dark. That is the name.
Because I was like, All on Me in the Dark? That sounds crazy. The New
All
Nightmare.
In the Dark?
That's what it says on my screen.
That's a whole different game, Mar.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I'm reading through, I was just like, wait a second, that doesn't sound like a kid's game.
It's not a kid's game at all.
That sounds like something Johnny would play.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. John is all about All on Me in the Dark. That's his thing.
But Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare, Metroid 2, Return of Samus, Wario Land 3, and Kirby's Dream Land. You can use the Game Boy Pocket, and Game Boy Color filters. And then the launch lineup
very different. Like,
I believe it.
Yeah, like the original Game Boy was that weird like green screen thing, and then Pocket went to that look more like a black and white thing, and then the color was of course in color.
And then Uh, the
But Amanda,
launch
you're
lineup.
right though. Speaking of All on Me in the Dark, um, if you're trying to play All on Me in the Dark, you can get a little help by going to mysensualsecrets.com, because mycentralsecrets.com boasts one of the largest catalogs on the web across all the varying levels of adult toy categories, with toys for him, for her, and for both. The product line is extensive compared to other competitors in the sexual wellness industry. Orders ship within 24 hours, so customers are always satisfied with both the price and quality. MySensualSecrets.com has top rated reviews and exceptional customer service. So go to sensual.creationworld.com to receive 10% off your order today. That's sensual.creationworld.com. Get 10% off and play All on Me in the Dark.
And I will tell you, as someone who has played All on Me in the Dark with someone else, having toys in the bedroom is fun.
It is. It is. Make sure you have those toys. They are your friend and they are great things to play with when you're all on me in the dark.
Correct. They got some nice stuff on there. I had my roommate look through because I told her to get that 10% off. And
There
she
you
was
go.
like, look at this kit for $60. And I was like, right in time for Valentine's Day.
For 10% off too.
So
So $54.
guys, ladies, them, go to sensual.creationworld.com because get that 10%. Valentine's Day is in a few days, y'all.
Be ready.
That save 10% can go towards express shipping, I'm sure.
There you go. Boom.
But to come back to Nintendo Direct, the launch lineup for Game Boy Advance will include Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3, WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games, which I will say is bold of them to fucking release
Wow.
after they just released a WarioWare game of similar proportions.
I mean,
And
most
guess who
WarioWare
bought it?
games are very similar. So
It's just like I think it's like it's pretty much the same thing. Like they
yeah.
pretty much touched on, we haven't done this in a while. Here it is. They
Mm-hmm.
pretty much just were like, this is following up. But like I was just like, that's crazy because I just bought that game and now you are releasing the original one that I wanted back to me for free.
Well, if you go and get yourself, Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, pay for the year of that, and then you'll have it and
I
other
had
things.
I have it now, so that's great. What else do they have? Kuru Kuru Kurin, Super Mario Kart Super Circuit, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and The Legend of Zelda:
Fantastic game.
The Minish Cap.
The
And
Mario and
then,
Luigi games are really good.
oh yeah,
Like,
they slap every time.
yeah, like Super Mario RPG was technically the first one, but then they followed with the Mario and Luigi's ones, and yeah, great RPGs, great JRPGs actually with Mario characters, and it's a lot of fun.
Yes. And then they have more games coming in the future for both platforms. The trailer that they showed during Nintendo Direct teased Metroid Fusion, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, Fire Emblem, F-Zero Maximum Velocity, and the Golden Sun. So who knows what else they'll bring out.
And the Pokemon trading card game for some reason, and not, you know, the Pokemon games we all actually want.
They said you won't get Pokemon Red, Blue, or Gold, but we will get you
Yeah,
the cards.
yeah. But then you also got the advanced, so you didn't even get, like Ruby and Sapphire or Leaf Green and Fire Red. It's like you just not giving us any of the good ones. Just it's
Yeah.
disappointing, is what it is.
It,
They also talked about the few other things. We got the release date for the Advanced Wars 1 and 2 boot camp, which they've been talking about they were doing for forever. And we're like, where the fuck is this game? When is it coming? Now we got a date, April 21st. Um, they showed off the Wave 4 for the booster course for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I'm all about that. Give me new courses on Mario Kart, and I'm back in there.
I didn't
Uh,
realize. Yeah, I didn't realize that there was a DLC to that. So
oh, you didn't?
no, I stopped
Wait,
playing because I played them all.
you have the expansion, the online expansion pack, right?
Yeah, I just
Well, you
downloaded
get
the
this.
free download for
Okay,
Game Boy Advance.
okay. Well, you get that for free then. If you actually have the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, you get those courses for free. Yeah, you get the new courses on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with that. That's all part of it.
Get me downloading all this shit now.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it. To all the themfuse and pieces out there.
That's partially an inside joke, and there was a whole thing that happened, and yeah, I lost my shit for a good 10 minutes, which she said in context with what we were talking. Yeah, it's Star Trek's involved, and there was other things, and it's just
Gotcha.
We got some expansion stuff for Splatoon 3, where basically they take you back to the Splatoon 1 Inkopolis, which is cool if you're a Splatoon person. I never played Splatoon, so I don't.
Me neither.
That doesn't really track with me. Kirby stuff.
Yes, Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe.
Yeah, so go ahead and stuck all the stuff up with Kirby. Were you about to say something?
Oh, I was gonna say the cute one was Disney Illusion Island.
Oh yeah. That's the one with the that's the co-op platformer. Yeah.
I might get that one. That one looked cute.
Yeah, like each character, like each one of them, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, they all have their own special abilities and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, looks like a fun.
And it
platform.
looks like the artistic style of like that little short thing, the Mickey Mouse shorts that they had on Disney for a moment. And I feel like most people know those clips from that video where Minnie Mouse falls to the ground and Mickey looks so devastated and he goes, "What happened?" And then he like runs over to her. So weird. Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I may have seen that a while ago, but I don't really remember it.
Hold on. I can pull it up in like 30 seconds because it's one of my favorites.
Well, while you're doing that, they also gave us a release date for Sea of Stars, which will be August 29th of this year. It's an RPG. It's a prequel to The Messenger, but I believe this game is already out on PC. I'm not sure, but if you want to try it out, they've got a demo on there. I downloaded that demo because I'm always down for a new JRPG. Sprite animation is cool for me too. Speaking of demos, though, Octopath Traveler 2 got a demo out now. That's available as of yesterday. The actual game itself is coming out on February 24th, which is exciting for me as well because the first Octopath Traveler was fantastic. Great JRPG.
I found that clip.
Okay. But yeah, Octopath Traveler 1, if you haven't played that, you definitely should play that also. It is a great game. It's actually one I think Matt would really like too if he can get over his graphics issue because he's not big on old school sprite graphics for games anymore. So that's a hurdle for him to get over, but I think he really like this game. So those of you out there watching, tell Matt, check that shit out. Like, go look at that shit.
Mission.
Yeah.
And I meant that how I said it. All right. Here's the...
She was saying that all through the Nintendo Direct when we were watching it, just like they gonna get your money.
Facts.
But yeah.
All right. So this is part of the clip. This isn't the whole episode, but yeah. Play.
The wishes are gone. If those coins don't stay in that well, our wishes won't come true. In fact, nobody's wishes will. We have to get them back. Yeah. What happened?
And that's it. What happened?
Like, I fell, bitch. Like, what you...
But he was so far away. You saw how far back he had to run, and he was right there when she fell.
Which means he took plenty of extra steps after she fell and then came back. Like, oh, something must have happened. Clearly was not paying attention at all.
Look, those Mickey Mouse shorts crack me up because they're ridiculous. Like that clip has something to do with like there was these wishes in a well. And it's funny because they have all the dwarves there, from like from Snow White, and like this the wishes disappear, and they're like, what the fuck? But I had to share that because so that's pretty much the style of like what they look like in Disney Illusion Land. So that'll be $40
Yeah. So
when
there's
it
some
comes
other
out.
stuff too. One thing I want to ask you though, Mara, do you have a passion for fashion?
I thought you were gonna say if I had a dog, but
No.
here and there.
What's going on, Justin? I'm assuming that's Justin. Every time I see Getcho, I assume it's Justin, but it could be one of many people.
That man better have been a town over and had to come back with the how he asked what happened.
But anyway, do you have a passion for fashion, Mara?
Uh, I like clothes.
Okay. Well, they asked the question, do you have a passion for fashion during this Nintendo Direct? And that's for a game called Fashion Dreamer, where they're like, become a fashion influencer with this game, used over 1,400 design options to create the fashion items you always wanted to.
I
Fashion
saw that.
Dreamer also encourages players to take their creations online and show the world your one of a kind style. So, yeah, that
I
was
feel
no.
like I feel like that'll be a good one for Lou. Cause she like those dress up things.
Okay. Okay. Then we got another one, Omega Strikers. It's a free to play online multiplayer soccer/air hockey game, which looks fun as fuck. I'll definitely be checking that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it comes out April 27th, so that'll be fun too.
And Pikmin 4.
Oh yeah, Pikmin. They kicked it off with Pikmin.
Mm-hmm.
I never played Pikmin, but I know a lot of people did, so that was cool.
Yeah, that's another one of those games that's like I always heard about growing up.
Yeah,
I never played it.
yeah. And then we got this Bayonetta prequel, which should be fun for people who are into Bayonetta, but it's not like a typical Bayonetta game. So the gameplay looks interesting. You got her being the witch and all that kind of stuff, and she can't actually attack, but she's got um Cheshire, like that's Cheshire is what I was trying to say. That does all the brute
I was
force
like
stuff.
Chester.
Yeah, nah. But yeah, overall, solid Nintendo Direct. Everything didn't hit for me, but enough things did to where I was like, I'm interested. Let me get that demo. I'll probably get that when it comes out. Like, there's a lot of that happening. So
Yeah,
I
some of
enjoyed it.
these things are already ready, able to like pre-order or play or do the demo of. So
That was their way of saying, tell people you hate what they wear, change their clothes, or rob them of the fit you want.
oh my god.
Okay, yeah, that is just all right. Cool. All right, let's see. But yeah, one thing that happened in Pikmin though in that trailer, they had a dog on Pikmin now.
Yes, everyone pointed that out. Like you might have seen the dog on there. They might bring
Yeah.
some extra things. I
Yes,
love how they said might.
exactly. But if you have a dog, a good thing that can help you out is dog.com. Because dog.com is your online dog supplies, shopping, and information destination. Everything your dog needs, from toys to treats and food, is available, including collars and leashes. They have outdoor gear and water safety gear for your furry friend. So go to dog.creationworld.com to receive up to 60% off your order today. That is dog.creationworld.com and get up to 64% off today.
Today, doggies. I was talking to someone earlier today that I was about to run somewhere and adopt a dog. I feel like a lot of places today are doing dog events.
Okay, okay. Well,
Imagine
Mar,
pulled up with a dog.
huh?
Imagine next week I just showed up and I had a puppy.
I'd be very happy for you.
Thank you. I would be happy for myself too, because Lord knows, I would love something that would love up on me.
They get so needy though, Mar. Just be prepared.
That's okay.
But yeah, let's move forward, move off of Nintendo for now. That was a fun discussion.
Let's switch some gears.
Yeah, so back in the day, way back in the long time ago of 2022 and before that, we were part of another show called Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow.
Which then turned into Creatia Comics.
Yeah, very short-lived version, which was Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow that became Creatia Comics. And one of the things we covered during that time was a show called The Flash. Well, right now we're gonna go back and we're gonna take it back and pretend this is another episode of Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow. So let's get back to that and let's talk about this week's episode of The Flash, the season premiere.
Throwback Thursday.
It is a throwback Thursday. We're talking about the season premiere of The Flash. We're not going to go through it plot point, by plot point like we used to, but we're definitely going to talk about this episode. What'd you think of it though?
It was a solid opener. It was called Wednesday After Ever.
Yeah.
And once I
Wednesday Ever After, wasn't it?
Sorry. Yeah. Did I say Wednesday After Ever?
You did.
Yeah. Wednesday Ever After. I am dyslexic. It's okay. But yeah, I thought it was a solid opener. And I was going to say something that totally threw me off. I was saying that I when I finally figured where the episode was going, I was just like, I was like, Supernatural did something like this too, where every day was Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
But the only thing was every day for them was Wednesday.
Right.
So I thought it was cute. It definitely addressed the things in the trailer for the season.
Well, yeah, those trailers, it's usually those first couple episodes the trailers made from because they haven't filmed the rest of it yet. So
true. So they touched on all the things, So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay. Yeah, I mostly enjoyed it until toward the end. Most of it I was like, oh, this is cool. And then Barry made the explosion vibrate, Mara.
Look, he likes to make things vibrate. We have learned that.
He made fire vibrate, Mara. It'll make no damn sense. Like, I'm watching this and he grabs the thing. I'm like, oh, he's going to... in my head, I thought, like, oh, he's going to phase his hand through and somehow disarm it from the inside. A bit of a stretch, but okay. It kind of tracks. But no, he grabs the thing and starts vibrating. And the explosion still happens. And the fire of the nuclear explosion vibrates. And just phases through everyone, including the buildings and everything. And
everyone in the city.
By the way, spoilers for this past episode of The Flash, if y'all not aware, if you didn't watch Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow, we spoiled the fuck out of the shit. Sorry. But yeah. Other than that, I was in. But that one thing, well, that wasn't the only thing. Because
the end,
they just fixed the whole time loop thing by living the day together.
Yeah, they were like just taking control of it. I mean, to give context to those who are going to stick around and listen to us spoil the fuck out of the show or this episode, or I guess relive it. Barry has a book that he's been putting together, I guess, ever since Iris got sick or lost in time.
Yeah.
For the span of a week. Because she said it was like a week. She said it was like a couple of weeks. And I was like, okay, cool. That's what we're going with.
That
But
she
even
was
though it
actually
felt,
missing, yeah, but she was dealing with the time sickness and stuff before that. So
yeah, for like at least 2 years. So, or 2 seasons of our life.
yeah, it was one of those things that kind of happened at first, and like it was little things, and it didn't really like cause any true disruptions until later on.
Mm. But he has this book that he's like pretty much, or he'll say cataloging. Pretty
Well, yeah,
much,
if you already know what's going to happen, you're not really planning it. You just,
yeah,
writing
he's
it
just
down.
like writing it down and trying to stick to it, and he's using it like a guidebook to keep Iris safe so that he don't lose her again and all that stuff. And I'll just say, from the trailer, I could already tell this is gonna be like this season with like Barry's like gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Like everything's
Mhm.
got to keep going. I was like, y'all gonna make me feel bad for Iris, and I'm gonna be mad about that.
My favorite part of this episode was when Iris was like, "What did Barry do?"
Yeah,
And in my head, I'm like, "Yeah, fucking Barry." Every time when this time shit happening, Barry did it, and guess what? It was Barry's fault again. It wasn't intentional, of course, but it was still fucking Barry.
right. And
Like
it's funny
she,
because he even tried to turn it back on her and was like, "So why aren't you saying yes to Catco? Maybe that's why we can't go
Mhm.
forward." And it was like, bro, I think her company not getting bought by Catco is probably the least of the reasons why this is happening.
Exactly. My
That just seems like a circumstance.
but yeah, as she calls him though and says, "Barry, did you time travel us?" How she just like, no, no, I know you did this shit.
and
What did you do?
everyone else is slowly trying to understand like what is going on.
Yeah. And what's strange about it is they still didn't really explain why Iris was caught in the loop with him. Because yeah, Barry touched the thing, so that explains why it happened to him. But why did it happen to Iris too?
Because she's his lightning rod.
That's what I'm saying. There was a lot of things where just like they said, "Oh, because," and moved on. Like
Yeah.
it's just like
It's funny because I didn't even think about that question until you just asked it. And I was like, they did a good job of distracting me
yeah.
from the why
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to like, this is what's happening.
Yeah. Like this it's like them just spending the day together, living the day together, doesn't change the fact that him touching that thing caused the time loop. That doesn't change that. That's a scientific thing that happened. So
Right.
like
Because I'm pretty sure whoever set them up, because we know this is part of someone's master plan.
well, we saw that at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Red
Because,
Death.
like,
We saw that.
who?
Red Death.
Oh, okay. And so, like, when they were talking about Captain Boomerang, kind of annoyed that he was not Australian, he was just a local.
Why are you
But
annoyed that he wasn't Australian?
I don't know, because I feel like every iteration I've seen of Captain Boomerang, he has been Australian or
How
some
many
dude with
iterations of Captain Boomerang have you seen?
2. Some animated one.
Oh,
And
right. Hell to
stuff.
pay. You're right. You're
I
right.
was
We
just
did. We
like,
did
I'm
watch
not
that.
fucking crazy. I'm not crazy.
Well, this doesn't mean you're not crazy. It's
This
just
does mean I'm not
no,
crazy.
it just means you were right about seeing Captain Boomerang twice. That two things can be true.
I'm not crazy about seeing him twice.
Yeah.
But
I definitely forgot about that animated movie.
I can't because I host that show. So but because that was the first thing I remember when he came up on that, when he came up in the movie, that the animated one in Hell to Pay, I was like, oh, so is his character actually Australian or from somewhere else, and they just keep doing it right, or do they just keep casting Australian dudes to
They
voice?
they just decide, you know what, we're just going Australian. That's fine. You know, it's just,
But yeah, like they were like, yeah, this, so Captain Boomerang in the
I
Flash.
mean, technically the boomerang is an Australian weapon. So
And I think that's why I've been always assuming he should be Australian. But so like when I saw that he was just a local guy from from Central City who just be doing dumb shit
Mm-hmm.
with explosive boomerangs. I was like, Greg, not
Yeah.
what I wanted.
So also there's this small thing happening with Cecile trying to master her powers and all that kind of stuff with the football. So she's doing the football thing. And I still go back to my question that I always have when I see Cecile and Joe. Where the fuck is the kid?
She's at school.
Barry was there at night. There was no kid.
She's in bed.
Like it's just there was no child around ever.
They
Like
have
it's just
they have a sitter.
all the time, 24 hours a
Yes.
day sitter. They just never have to be with their child.
Look, being superheroes comes with some kind of perk of able to have 24/7 around the clock support.
I guess. Anything else you want to make sure we touch on before we jump to the end of this episode?
Chester and Allegra kissed, and I'm uncertain if that was supposed to look uncomfortable for them or that they were just like, I need to cool down for a second because
Yeah, I think it is because they've been teasing it for a while, and it was their attraction to each other has been very uncomfortable this whole time anyway. So they still coming to grips with it. So
because she looked like I couldn't tell like if
yes, I've seen them. Yes.
Someone said they look like red AirPods.
But anyway, back to the Flash.
Extra boy. She looked like Chester looked like he was like in awe, but her face was kind of I was looking at it and I was like, she looked like maybe we shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Or damn, that was hot and I need a second.
It could be, two things can be
It could be either or. It could be either or. I was just I was just
like
yeah. Like I was kind of like perplexed because that they've shown in the future that Chester and Allegra are no, they weren't. That they were always like weird, but they should have been or could have been
because they fucked one time after a D&D night, and it was awkward like that ever since, and they were weird around each other and shit. But yeah. Okay, let's skip to the end. No, I'll move past the "where's the baby" thing because that's gonna bother me forever, and I've just got to move past.
This revelation will be how they explain why you won't see her ever again.
Yeah, something. But yeah, we got Caitlin, not Frost, but something else, just staring out the window because she pressed the thing to call Barry. We know something weird happened when they tried to bring back Frost.
Yeah.
So we'll see what that is. But we also see. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Joe and Cecile. Well, Joe wants to leave Central City. Like he thinks it's time.
Yeah, he's over it. Like this superhero thing is it wore me out. I'm tired.
And it was very hard for me when he said that. It was very hard for me to be like, oh my God, no. Because we know it's the last season, and we know that they need to start setting up how they're going to close the stories.
Right.
And it's just like, with Cecile, and we could see that Joe has been on this journey of like trying to figure things out, like with their lives. Like even when he said, he was like, what's next for us? And you can see that he's trying to think about like their future. They have a child that they
allegedly
need to kind of that they need to think about or consider.
They keep telling us they have a child. I don't believe it. I don't see it. I think that child is a figment of their imagination that doesn't really exist.
What's crazy? They haven't mentioned Cecile's other daughter either in the longest.
Oh, she probably died.
I was gonna say, did you forget about her?
I did because that's what I was like. Yeah, she's probably dead.
Because she has an adult daughter herself. So it makes sense. Like they need to start thinking about like how they're gonna raise their daughter, how they're gonna raise Jenna.
That's the kid's name.
Yes. I can't forget it because I have a cousin named Jenna. But yeah, so they just they need to start thinking about that stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah.
makes sense. Then we see who Captain Boomerang's working for. First, he gets some more boomerangs. I guess he said he was running out. And then we see somebody just like he's gonna take everybody from Barry, so he's alone or some shit and all of that. And we get a little flash at what it is. We see the logo, and comic book people know that's Red Death. But also, we got some teasers earlier about Red Death because we saw some set photos. Can you drop this share that you got up here?
Oh yeah.
You. So we've seen set photos. This is one of them here of Red Death, but we also got other.
Is this Luke? Is Luke coming back and he's now a bad guy?
No, it's not Luke, but you're not that far off because we got other set photos and showed who was underneath that mask.
Is it Ruby Rose? I'm joking. Could you imagine?
Nope. You ready?
Is it Javisha? Is that my girl?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes!
So yeah.
God, I missed her.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
I feel like they did say her journey was not closed.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So we'll see what's coming. We'll see what they do with this. I'm very interested to see where they go with it.
Me too. Because what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I loved me some Javisha Leslie.
Understandable. So yeah, anything else with the Flash you want to touch on before we move along?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
The funny part was like when we saw when we were figuring out who Boomerang was working with, I was like,
well, that's not
it's Thawne. Huh? Oh yeah, sorry. That was my last note. It was just funny because I was like, we all know it's Thawne. Stop playing with me. And then I was like, oh, it's not Thawne.
No, it's not Thawne. It's not Thawne this time. That's the thing. Until recently, it was always Thawne. But
it's always Thawne.
This time it's not Thawne. Even though we see this picture, I don't know. We might find out that that's secretly Thawne in disguise, which wouldn't surprise me one bit because it's always fucking Thawne.
Instead, it was an energized looking bat.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, is it an electrified Batman, or is it just? And I was like, well, I don't know. We'll find out.
Yep. But yeah, it's Red Death. So, moving on, we can get back to more newsy time.
Okay.
Hogwarts Legacy is basically like killing it on Twitch right now. Like,
oh
crazy.
Yeah, mad people are streaming that shit right now.
Yeah, crazy numbers on Twitch. Like millions of viewers watching it, and technically the game wasn't even out yet. You only can get it if you pay for the special edition, which got you the game 72 hours early. I didn't do that just because I was interested because it looked like a good game,
but not $72.
But not 72. It's 72 hours early, not $72. The game itself is 70. It's kind of what it is. But
I think I think that version is more though, right?
Yeah, it's $10 more.
Okay, I was like, it's like $80.
Yeah. So it's just like, I'm not that interested. I'm interested enough to where I'm playing and I'm going to stream it, which will happen tomorrow. After this show, about an hour after the show's over, I'll come back and I'll start streaming it. But yeah, the numbers it's doing for that for everybody not even having their hands on it yet is amazing.
Which lets me know I'm going to be sitting in envy until April.
Yeah, like a peak concurrent viewership of over 1.2 million between February 6th and 7th. More than 16 million hours watched in the last few days in total. And this was as of yesterday, not even like now.
Must be nice.
Yeah. So it's crazy numbers. But like I said, I will be streaming it tomorrow. And that stream actually will be 100% brought to you by Dubby. So let me just tell you a little bit about Dubby right now. Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. They also have no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. Dubby contains vitamins, amino acids, nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. The product is made in the USA in an FDA inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP manufacturing guidelines. W has handpicked what they believe to be the 10 most critical ingredients for focus and concentration. W contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. W uses Neurofactor, a patented all natural coffee cherry extract to help fuel you. This ingredient is what gives W its laser focus and fast reflex effects, making it especially perfect for gamers. They disclose full ingredient amounts, and the products will never contain fillers or artificial colors or dyes, so you always know what you're getting when you're drinking W. W is
Hell
also
yeah.
sugar free, like I said, maltodextrin free, and it's also keto friendly. What was that, Mar?
I said, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So go to w.creationworld.com and use the code Creatia to receive 10% off your order today. That's w.creationworld.com. Use the code Creatia to get 10% off today.
Today.
But yeah, in anticipation of hopping on Hogwarts Legacy, I did a thing. Like I told you, I found out my Hogwarts house a while ago. Then I downloaded this app thing so I could do other stuff with it just because.
What's the app?
I'll tell you in a second. I got to look again. But like I did a thing, so I got this thing now. So
Nice. Yeah, now you definitely have to send me that app.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Hold on, because you can link it with your thing. So.
Oh, with the game?
No, with your Pottermore thing.
Oh, I haven't been on that site probably since its erection.
Okay, there we go. I'll find it and send it to you. It's I just typed in Harry Potter thing. I don't remember what it was called exactly. But yeah, so I did a thing, but that's it. So I don't know what this thing means, but I'm down for wolves.
Patronus, that is it's a spell you can use to ward off dementors because they suck the life out of things. So Patronus will put the light back in, will ward them off. The stronger, the more you master that spell, just for a heads up, because you'll probably need it at some point in Hogwarts Legacy, the better you master it and are able to control it, the more effective it will be.
Got it. Master the spell, not masturbate.
Yeah, master the spell.
Can I masturbate while I master the spell?
You can, and then yeah.
Cool.
I don't know if one will help the other.
But you don't know one won't help the other.
Yeah, like I feel like one might help one, but I feel like the other way around is not so much. But because you have to tie like your Patronus to like a strong memory.
You made that way too easy.
I do that unintentionally every time. Please don't.
Oh man. Anyway,
Patronus.
So yeah, I think that'll be it for today's episode. We had some fun here. Thank you all, those of you who are watching live. If you're not watching live, you can do so. Just go to twitch.tv/Creatia World. We are here every day, Monday through Friday for lunch. If you do have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to us for free on there. You have Prime Gaming. Hold on.
Sorry.
You have Prime Gaming.
I have my mouse on it and everything.
Anyway. Go to twitch.tv/Creatia World. We can, like I said, subscribe to us for free. You have Prime Gaming. Link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account Subscribe to us for free. That helps us out a lot. We really appreciate that. Also, if you want to watch us live or you want to watch us later, you can watch us on YouTube at youtube.com/creationworld. Subscribe there too. Completely free. Helps us out a lot. Once again, drop some comments and everything. Talk to us. Tell us what you're thinking. What's your Hogwarts house? Did you do a little Hogwarts thing on the app and all that kind of shit with the picture and everything with your pose and shit? Share that. Let us know. Also, if you want to watch us.
If you masturbate while you master your Patronus.
Yeah, exactly. You can also watch us on Pornhub at pornhub.com/model/creation world. See, it all ties together. See, everything has a purpose around here. But yeah, because we are the number one nerdy news-ish source on Pornhub. So go there. Also, if you want to support us financially as well, another way you can do that is going to patreon.com/creationworld. You go there, you can throw $1 at us, and you get our extra shit. It only costs $1 to get the extra shit. So you get things like Multiverse with myself and Mara the Shark watch, because we look at other comic book movies in the animated realm. Right now, we're working our way through DC stuff. Yeah, like we mentioned earlier, Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay. We watched that earlier in another episode. The most recent one was Constantine, City of Demons. I said it on the show. I'll say it here again. It's the best animated movie we've watched so far that didn't have Batman in it.
And next we'll be doing Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman's next, yes. That'll be next month. But this month is Constantine. Also, if you just want to get the links to everything that we do, you can go to Linktree and /Creation World. There's a little dot in the middle of the word Linktree, which is weird, but whatever.
That's their cross to burden.
Exactly. All the video stuff, all the audio stuff, you can get to it all from there. Easy peasy. But of course, where all this stuff really lives, where you really want to get to know us and what we do, you go to creationworld.com. You find out exactly who we are, what we do, what we're all about. Even all of us individually, we got our own personal profiles up there, so find out what my favorite drink is. Find out what Mara's Hogwarts house is. Or she can tell you right now. Mara, what's your Hogwarts house?
Hufflepuff.
She's a Hufflepuff. But then you can find out Matt's Hogwarts house, because you might not know that one. It might surprise you, actually. We got... Slytherin. You're supposed to leave that alone so they can go look and find out for themselves, Mara. Like that.
I thought you meant it for me.
No.
Well, they don't know the others, so I'm sure Vince's is up there.
Yes, Vince's is up there too. And so is Kobe's. So yeah, you can go still look at those and see what those are and find out what their favorite drink is, Also, you can follow us on both Instagram and Twitter at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. Also on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. If you're a wrestling fan, you can go to facebook.com/group/Smacking It Raw. Also listen to and watch the podcast that is actually a part of Smacking It Raw with the Warden Matt Ritter and Vince Daddy Delgado. They are actually live every Friday night at midnight Eastern, 11 p.m. Central Time. Same place you find all of our stuff. And if you're a fan of them dragons, House of the Dragon to be specific, there's facebook.com/group/them dragons, and talk to us about House of the Dragon and all Game of Thrones shit. Just go in there and talk about all that with us. We'd love to have you and love to have that talk with you. Yes. And when that show comes back, we'll bring back that podcast as well. Let's see anything else. Well, you can find me on both Twitter and Instagram at Lord_Cussalott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT. Mara, where can they find you?
Mara the Shark on Instagram, Twitter, and I keep forgetting to say TikTok because I realize that's also my other social media.
Yeah, I guess we have a TikTok now too, don't we?
Yes, we do. At It's Creatia World. We're still working on it, but it's there.
Yeah, it exists now. So
you can follow us there.
We'll probably have some stuff on it. Probably some clips and stuff that'll come from when I'm playing
clips. Legacy. If I can get these guys to do something viral on there, I'm gonna try.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Anything else?
Nope.
You sure? It sound like you're about to say something.
No, that's it.
TikTok. Okay, cool. Well, then we'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be the two of us again unless something changes. But it'll be the two of us again tomorrow. And then that'll be followed up by me streaming Hogwarts Legacy. So we will catch y'all tomorrow. Until then, we out.
Bye.